What's going on, everybody? It's Alex coming back at you with another video, and today we are doing the Green Bay Packers, very hyped team right now, doing their 7-round mock draft. So, yeah, a lot of buzz around them because everybody thought Aaron Rodgers is falling off a cliff and blah blah blah, and now there's a lot of hype around them because they looked like a very well-oiled machine, literally kicking the Vikings' ass in Week 1. And we shall see if that continues this week. And if it does, then who knows? I'll probably get some more views from people looking at Green Bay Packers. But of course, we're going to be dealing with this stupid ass phone ring bullshit, and that's going to be fun, but let's still deal with it. Had to trade up, of course, because I'm a little bit lower on the Packers. I mean, I'm, what, 2 spots lower, 24th instead of 26th overall. But obviously, that's subject to change now that the Bears are no longer Super Bowl teams to me. But without further ado, let's kick off the video, and let's resume the draft. You guys will see how fast this shit goes. It starts rolling. So Trevor and Justin go back to back, and that's actually a really. I mean, I love how they update the draft. Oh, fuck off. We're already getting We're already getting like trade back offers. I love this. We're gonna keep our mouse right here so we can deny them immediately. Of course, Trey Lance going to the Colts is quite an interesting one. I can see that happening though, because Philip Rivers is really not that great. No, guys, you guys are all getting declined. Surprisingly, we have not gotten any ring. It might be because my computer volume is off. So if that's the case, if we can do that, if that's our way to get around it, that'd be wonderful. I don't know why cornerback's really a need here. It's not as much of a need to me as like a wide receiver. And Rashad Bateman could be definitely that type of dude. He has that type of versatility as a weapon, being able to be a great route runner, great hands, etc. And he's a great value at the pick. I mean, perfectly on 24. So it's definitely something I'm extremely interested in. Looking at other positions, I mean, we could replace Bulaga. I know they just brought in, I think Rick Wagner from the Lions. Don't quote me on that one, but they definitely they brought in another tackle. But it wouldn't be too bad to be able to bring in another stud tackle. But you know what? We're going to give them Rashad Bateman. They need more wide receiver weapons. Sorry, Cheesehead fans. I know you guys think that you guys have some serious weapons, but after this week, you guys can rip me a new one if they continue to look like if Lazard and Valdez-Scantling look amazing. But Valdez-Scantling drops a lot of passes too. And Lazard, I don't trust him. It's Aaron Rodgers. He is the best of all time. He's the BOAT, not the GOAT. So we're gonna give Rashad Bateman, and you guys were clamoring at it during the draft a couple months ago that they need to go wide receiver, and that's definitely great value for that pick. I think he's definitely worth around that spot. Even though I thought that Tyler Johnson was a little bit better than him, and he went 5th round. I think Tyler Johnson was more of like a 2nd round wide receiver. So it's good value. I think they're both excellent wide receivers. So let's see what the hell happens. Terrence Marshall is definitely not a 2nd round wide receiver in my mind. He literally is buried and not even close to. All right, guys, decline these fucking offers. Yeah, he's not that good. But I mean, Journey Brown's definitely not a need for us. Safety definitely not a need for us. There's not really too many needs on this team except for just offensive weapons. You know, the defense is fucking loaded to the teeth. And Sanborn would be an interesting linebacker addition. I'm going to go Jabril Cox here. You know what? Why not? If I'm not mistaken, Martinez might be gone. And Jabril Cox is, I mean, you can always take an LSU linebacker and they have infinite potential. These guys, I mean, they're all extremely, recruited out of high school, obviously. So they all have a great pedigree. And you might as well. You know, they have high floor. So they have good coaching. They have probably insane athleticism. Definitely something that you're willing to take a shot on when you have a very good defense. And at that point, you're really not going to get that good of value out of the pick anyways, so you might as well get the highest upside that you can get with, also getting kind of like a floor type of guy. Now, finally, they've ranked up Eichenberg up to 3rd round. I love that because I think he is a 3rd round type of tackle. But Kolar, I don't really like Kolar anymore. He's starting to drop a lot for me. He's not really used that much. I watched Iowa State the other day and I didn't really see him show up the way I thought he would. But for me, it's either going to be between Kerry Vincent, which you can always take an LSU corner, like why the hell not? Or you can go Eichenberg, which is a tackle. And to me, I'm really stuck in between the two. They're both excellent values. And honestly, it all depends on Kerry Vincent's height. And he's 5'10". I don't really think that we want to be getting more. I mean, you can get a slot corner because really, I mean, that could be something that it's the most valuable, arguably, position in the NFL because you cover a multitude of roles. But we're gonna get a tackle here. Why the hell not? I mean, worst case scenario, he sits on the bench and can sub in. Like that really isn't that bad of an idea for a third round guy who can eventually replace one of your starting tackles. And he can learn from one of the best tackles, if not the best tackle in the NFL, in Bakhtiari. So obviously some good stuff going on here. Broncos taking Kyle Trask is very interesting. I can see him going there. Somebody with a more of like a cannon style of arm. He definitely seems to belong there. I'm sure we probably will get. Oh, we didn't get a trade offer. I love that. That's great. Now, oh my God, of all things, they still haven't ranked up Justin Ross. Yes, he didn't really show up last game, so this is starting to become more and more realistic. But damn, I mean, chill the fuck out, y'all. Now we gotta look at these corners because this is a shot. This is a place where you take a shot on a corner because you can never have too many corners. McCreary, Auburn, USC for Elijah Griffin. I actually like Elijah Griffin. We might be taking him. Chase Lucas out of ASU. I mean, I don't know about that. I'm not a huge fan of ASU corners in the first place. I gotta watch some more ASU though. Then again, we could be going down Keith Taylor. Washington makes some excellent corners. Castro Fields out of Penn State. I think he should be definitely higher than that. But you know what? Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's get an Auburn corner here. Roger McCreary. I honestly don't really know anything about him. But I know that Auburn has a good pedigree, and you can never have too many corners. The problem is Green Bay is a fucking stacked team. So if you guys are getting mad with the picks I'm taking, you shouldn't be. I'm just getting depth at positions that need to be like fully loaded. Alaric Jackson falling to 117 is a very sad tale. He's fallen like 2 rounds worthy. That's just kind of sad. But yeah, if you guys are getting mad at the picks, it's hard for me to get picks because they're not really lacking anywhere except maybe tight end, which I mean, I'm pretty sure Tanyan, Sternberger, all these guys, they're not that ass. So I don't get that deal. Again, I'm not getting Xavier Thomas or Justin Ross because it's a little bit cheesy. I have them way higher graded, and I think everybody else does too. So don't get mad at that. Looking at the other guys who are available, Jeremy Ruckert could be a great option here. Another guy who you could just add into that rotation. But Lorenzo Neal's, I mean, he's a very solid pedigree, and you can never have too many interior defensive linemen. You want to keep Kenny Clark healthy for the long run. That's the way to do it. So I love that pick. I think that would be an excellent option for the Packers. You might as well, right? You already got your wide receiver because that's kind of your big need. Tight end is kind of a need, even though Aaron Rodgers doesn't seem to be too much of a tight end guy. Ever since like not Mercedes Lewis. I'm forgetting the guy who literally his career ended because of a damn concussion. It's kind of sad. Jermichael Finley. Jermichael Finley is like the last big dude that I remember, like the big tight end for Aaron Rodgers. So it's been a while. And I kind of like Kate Otten. I'd probably like wait for the 7th to take him. So we're going to do that. Now, we can get another wide receiver. Let's see who's here. Nico Collins is here. That's actually an interesting one. We've never taken him before. Elijah Moore is another good one. J.D. Spielman's actually super solid. Kadarius Toney, I've taken him in previous drafts as well. It's hard to find guys nowadays because it's like, there are guys who I've already taken, which like, you know what, I'm going to take Elijah Vera Tucker here. You can never have too many interior offensive linemen. These guys go down like left, right, and center. Ooh, that's a big voice crack. I'm going to get ripped on that one. But again, we have Cowboys pick. We're just going to take the highest guy because the Cowboys are very good at picking the best player available. So we're going to let them do that. They're going to get Nico Collins most likely. Actually, no, I'm not going to get, if I can, I'm going to give him Charleston Rambo. Yeah. Just to pair up with his buddy. But yeah, I mean, CeeDee Lamb over there. But honestly, I mean, you might as well get a guy who can rotate in with everybody else. Interior offensive linemen drop like flies. And, I mean, there's nothing bad with taking a shot on a guy who I think is an excellent interior offensive lineman. Now, at this point, we're going to be going for guys who have high potential. And Hufanga is a guy with, like, first-round type potential with his talent. So, I mean, at this point, this is where you just take shots on guys who have very low floors but extremely high ceilings. And I think that Hufanga is an excellent safety who has the sky's the limit for him, bottom line. So let's look at what's going on here. You guys get your starting wide receiver, your Devontae Adams 2.0, Again, excellent mentor for Rashad Bateman, excellent wide receiver out of Minnesota. Jabril Cox, you get a high ceiling, high floor type of linebacker out of LSU, and you got a potential tackle and interior offensive lineman of the future, and you can never have too many of those. That's excellent. Same thing with the corner with Roger McCreary, and I mean, same exact logic for Lorenzo Neal. Like these are like linemen for both offensive and defensive, and corners are like the positions that rotate the most when it comes to A, guys getting injured, and B, just guys cycling through. So, and then you get Charleston Ram. Okay, yeah, no, that's the Cowboys. But Hufanga, a guy with an extremely high ceiling. And, I mean, honestly, this draft looks like a fucking stacked-ass draft. Jabril Cox, maybe I would question it, but given the picks that were there, that was easily the best choice. So, let me know what you guys think. Obviously, you Cheeseheads fans are not going to be happy with me taking wide receivers after seeing that your wide receivers actually did a pretty good job. But just take it with a pinch of salt. That's been only 1 week with Lazard and Valdez-Scantling looking pretty solid. And then, of course, I mean, Devontae Adams, we all know he's a beast. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the far side. Peace.